believers in Jesus Christ, but they became Catholic because they see the Catholic Church is a continuity of temple worship. The way the temple was set up in the Hebrew Scriptures, the priesthood, the altar, the sacrifices,
Okay.
that is all found in ancient churches. Now, let me explain what I mean by ancient churches. The oldest churches that go back to the apostles happen to be the Catholic Church, Eastern Orthodox Church, Oriental Orthodox Church, Assyrian Church. These are ancient churches that have been around long before the Protestant Reformation. Evangelicals have only been around for about 100 years, and they come out of the Protestant Reformation, which started in the 1500s. If you look at these ancient churches, if you go to a Catholic church, even an Orthodox church, you're going to see an altar, you're going to see priestly garb, you're going to see incense, and then you're going to see them giving up the cup and the bread, which is the Eucharist, which becomes the body and blood of Christ, all of which is anchored in Old Testament temple worship. In the temple, you had an altar, you had priests and priestly garb, offering up sacrifices, including incense. So you see that the fulfillment of second, what they call second temple Judaism, because there was a first temple destroyed, then there was a second temple, and then it was destroyed after Christ. The way they worship, a temple, an altar, priests, priestly garbs, and stuff such as incense, is all found in these churches, not in evangelicalism. Evangelicalism lost its connection with the ancient church and its connection to the Old Testament temple worship.
Okay.
So there are a lot of Jews who are evangelicals, but those who really study church history and Old Testament worship end up realizing that the form of worship found in the Old Testament is fulfilled, realized, consummated, perfected in the way these ancient churches worship, such as the Catholic Church, not in evangelical churches where you go up there and you have almost like a concert going on. That did not exist in the Old Testament temple worship. You didn't have a concert. You didn't have guys up there and, just singing songs like they're in a concert. You had priests, priestly garments, an altar. You had incense. You had candle being lit, sacrifices, all of which carries over into the liturgical worship of Catholics and Orthodox. So this is why you have this website showing you the continuity between temple worship as outlined in the Old Testament and the liturgical worship of the Catholic Church, and why these Jews ended up embracing Catholicism.